Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the August 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Libra. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages they receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started, Libra. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for August. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Let's start there, Libra. You have a summary affirmation card of I am gifted. I feel like you get this one a lot, Libra, which I like because you are very skilled, talented, gifted. You have a lot of expertise, a lot of wonderful gifts to share. But when we see this card, especially in this kind of wrapping up, validating past tense type column, it's like you were able to use one of these skills, able to use one of these gifts to either help yourself or help somebody around you. So always nice to do those things that we are wonderful at. But let's take a look and see what other messages we've got coming here for you. First up, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Swords, this is oftentimes new ideas. This could be new clarity on something. But it's like there's a new idea of something that you want to do. And I imagine it was leveraging one of those skills, those gifts, those expertise. It could also be clarity, so getting some additional insight, getting some additional information on something. The next card that we have is the 8 of Pentacles. The 8 of Pentacles is a card of mastering your craft, enjoying your employment. So actually being able to do the things you enjoy. Again, we were talking about that with the gift. It's something you're good at. It's something you get to enjoy to do. So again, using those gifts, using those skills, those expertise. So love to see that. Some actual enjoyment in the things that we did in these last few weeks. The 8 of Pentacles is also a card of, this is like reaping the benefits of your hard work. You put in the hard work and you gain from it because of the hard work you've put in. At the bottom here, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very confident, very self-assured. I feel like you knew exactly what to do here, which was nice. Again, you had the knowledge, the skills, the expertise. You had all you needed to just kind of pick up and take action here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our clarifiers, though, and see what other messages we have. First, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is very traditional, very conventional. It can be a card of expectations or conformity. I feel like this thing came up and you, like, again, knew what to do right away. Like, this is just the norm for you. This is something you have knowledge. This is something you're able to run with right away. So I really like to see that. Also, for those of you finding out information, I feel like this was, like, exceeding expectations. It was better than you expected it to be. The next card that we have is the 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is a card typically of kind of a challenging relationship oftentimes. This could also be a challenging scenario. It's interesting though because I feel like at some point this shift has happened where we weren't really enjoying doing this and now we are enjoying doing it. And maybe it's because you've gotten really good at it or you've had a lot of practice. But again, I don't know that this was something that we always enjoyed, but it is something that we're finding enjoyment in now. Also, this is kind of saying like you've worked through this challenging situation here, Libra. At the bottom, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of secrets and mystery, so it makes sense that we again gained clarity. It didn't really matter though, because again, you knew exactly what to do. This is also about trusting yourself, which I think you did a great job of. I see you just jumping right into action, getting done what you needed to get done. There was no real hesitation or reservation here, which is neat to see, Libra. Now let's take a look at our next column, which is just general what's coming for the month of August. We have the card, I Feel Transformed. Some sort of change or transformation likely coming your way in these next few weeks here, Libra, but let's see what cards we've got. Oh yeah, definitely some sort of change. Super promising though. So to kick things off, we have the Nine of Cups. You have to love the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a card of wishes coming true, and that's kind of the literal translation of this card. There's something you've been wishing for, hoping for, praying for, working towards. Again, that wish coming true. This is also a great card of material abundance, happiness, and good health. So I love all of those. But it's like the change that's happening is you getting this thing that you want, your wish coming true. The next card that we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of going through a transition. We're going through this change. We're going through this transformation. This is a necessary transition. You see the boat is heading in a forward, positive direction. I don't know how it couldn't with you, again, getting that wish coming true, which is so great to see. This could be physically moving or relocating for some of you as well. And at the bottom here, we have the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. It could be a relationship card or a fertility card as well. But this is like you've created this reality for yourself. This is the dream you've been hoping, and now we're entering into this point of being able to run with it and the abundance that comes along with it. And again, this is the exact time that we need to be transforming. So really like how this column is shaping up here for you. Again, this is the change. This is the transformation that you wanted, Libra. Taking a look at our first clarifier, we have the Knight of Swords. If you look at this horse, or at this card, both the horse and rider are moving very quickly here. It indicates fast-paced change. In this case too, it's a lifestyle change too. So I don't know if that helps define what this transformation will be for you a little bit better, or this thing that you've been wishing for. But it's like a lifestyle change, if that makes sense. The next card that we have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of, again, going through kind of the change with the Six of Swords that we're seeing. This is also very much so a generous card, a card of giving or receiving. And in this case, you are receiving this thing that you've been hoping for. Remember, literal translation to wishes coming true. So this is you receiving. This is your wish coming true. At the bottom here, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very supportive card. It's a card of being a leader, so it's like taking the lead on this new opportunity. Again, now you have this opportunity to create, and you have the abundance that you need. The transitions happen, and now it's like, what do you do with it? So the King of Cups is saying to take the lead, keep this momentum, move it forward, now make it fully what you want. The wish has come true, now what do you do with it? So I like this. I like this a lot for you, Libra. So really nice next few weeks and month coming, it seems. Let's talk a little bit about money now, though. To kick us off, we're going to start with a quick money message. Keep a tidy space. A clean space invites the flow of energy and resources into your field. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. First up, we have the Moon card. The Moon card is a card of trusting your intuition. So anytime we have this face in the moon at the top there, we definitely need to trust our gut, trust our intuition. With the Moon card, it's like something's happening behind the scenes that we can't fully see, Libra, so be aware of that. Like you don't have all the information, you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle at this exact moment, so just be aware. The next card that we have is the Ten of Cups. If you've watched my readings before, you know I love the Ten of Cups. It is the card of everything wonderful. It's total love, support, it's contentment. You see there's a happy couple here, kids playing, the grass is green, the water is running, there's a house in the background. It again is the card of everything good. If you're trying to buy a house this month or some other significant investment, this is a really good card for you. But this is this kind of place of contentment, so I love to see this. I don't know that you're there yet with the Moon card, and I don't know that you think you're going to get there, because again, there's things happening that you can't see. At the bottom, we have the Tower card. The Tower card oftentimes comes as unwanted change. It's kind of like upheaval or a real like curveball to what we were expecting. And that's, again, the moon, the thing that we don't see. It seems like, again, there's something coming that we don't expect. I always tell people, like, you plan for ABC, but DEF ends up happening, Libra. The nice thing about the Tower card, it's a course-correcting card, so it always puts you where you need to be. And in this case, it's putting you on the path to this Ten of Cups energy, which, again, the Ten of Cups is the everything. That's all the good you could possibly want. So I think there's something that's going to really come as a curveball. There's something that's really going to throw you off, but the outcome is going to be really, really good. So you kind of just got to roll with the ride here. At the top for clarifiers, we have the Two of Pentacles. It is going to be a pretty busy month in terms of work, so just be aware of that. I see you having to prioritize, having to do some multitasking, weighing some options. Conveniently, though, on top of that Moon card, just trust your intuition. It's like you know what the priorities are. You know what needs to happen when. The next card that we have is the Five of Wands. It's interesting, we were just talking about the Tower. The Tower is going to be that unexpected thing. The Five of Wands is like bumps in the road. So this isn't the path, again, you would have likely opted to go down, but at the end of the day, it's still going to get us to that Ten of Cups. So you just kind of got to roll with it. At the bottom, we have the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change, you're on this journey. Again, the Tower card is not necessarily going to be what you want. It's going to be that little bit bumpier of a path with the Five of Wands, but it's still taking us to the Ten of Cups, which is the epitome, it's the perfect. So just embrace the journey and know that it's taking you where you need to go. With the Chariot also, that is a new card, so, or a new vehicle card, so definitely there could be some big investments in the mix here for some of you, house or car type size. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. We have the card Only Time Will Tell. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love here, Libra. First up, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of leaving a legacy. So there's some very long-term things happening here. Some of you are retiring, but I think for some of you, maybe your parents are retiring. I know that's kind of an interesting message. But I really feel a strong retirement energy, so I like that for you. There could be some inheritance coming in to either you or the family as well. Kind of those big things happening. This doesn't feel like direct to you as it does to your family, if that makes sense. The next card that we have is the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance and harmony. This is also a card of moderation. So I don't know why moderation is sticking out so much in this instance here, Libra, but do be thinking about moderation in terms of love. So take that for how it fits in your situation. Maybe you're in a new relationship and you can't like go all in and talk to each other all the time. There kind of has to be that balance, or like give and take, like staying at their house, staying at your house, back and forth, back and forth. There needs to be some moderation and some balance. So take that again for how it applies for your situation. At the bottom here, we have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. We're going to have some sort of love win here, which I like to see. Going back to that Ten of Pentacles, again, it's kind of here to stay. It's long-term success. Things do feel really balanced too. We're kind of in a harmonious place. Just keep moderation top of mind there. Let me see what other messages I can give you here. First up, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a card of being very solid, practical, and wise. This is an investment card. This is especially important for those of you that are retiring, for those of you getting that lump sum of money. We need to be really solid, practical, and wise with it. It's almost like if there's an investment paying out, then we need to be reinvesting that investment, if that makes sense. So for those lump sums of money, be very thoughtful, be very strategic with what we do there. The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups has a lot of different meanings. This is kind of, though, like being a little bit more subdued, being a little bit more withdrawn. So again, we can't go all in on this, whatever it may be. Keep moderation top of mind. That's two different ways of telling you moderation there, Libra. At the bottom, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage. Really, really good card for you here, Libra. We love this card in the love column. So I would say there's some sort of love success, which we already knew. Maybe this is new baby, relationship, continuation of relationship. Overall, the love vibes seem really good this month. Just keep moderation in mind there. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I am light. You are indeed light, Libra. I love this. So in terms of light, this is going to be using yourself to kind of guide yourself forward. Be thinking about the light at the end of the tunnel, where you need to go, but then it's like you are already there. So how can you as the light continue to guide yourself? But let's see what messages we've got here. First up, we have the Strength card. The Strength card is very much so a you card, so I'm not surprised to see this. Again, this is you are the light guiding you, but this is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage. Again, interestingly enough, we need to stay really courageous here. You are the light, you know where you need to go, but it's almost like it's twofold. It's like you have to be the light and then you have to take the action to get to the light. The next card that we have is the World card. The World card's the last card of the Major Arcana. This is completing a goal, completing a lesson. This is wrapping something up. Maybe you've gotten to the light and now we need to move the light forward and you need to follow the light again, if that makes sense, Libra. This is also a card of travel, so you very well could be doing some travel in these next few weeks. And at the bottom here we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of celebrations. You see this looking like a finish line, crossing the finish line here. Again, it's like we've gotten to this point of end and now it's like we need to advance forward again. So again, it is very much so resetting the light, if that makes sense. This is also a friends and family card, so I could see you going out with some friends and family, potentially some travel with friends and family, or to see friends and family, but gotta love that travel. Let's take a look at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card. This can be a card of being exhausted, stressed, having too many burdens, so do keep an eye on that. That ties nicely into the self-respect, the self-love, because nobody controls our schedule like we control our schedule. So you are responsible for keeping yourself well rested and not letting yourself burn out. I found that meditation really helps with the Ten of Wands, so if that resonates with you, take that message, but meditation seems to help with that kind of Ten of Wands energy. The next card that we have is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, this is an interesting one. I don't know, Libra, you got to the light and I don't know that it's where you thought you would be. But that's okay. But I think that some of these may be lower feelings that are coming through. Again, you've reached this destination, you've reached this place that you said you were going to go, and it might not be what you thought it would be. But again, we need to move the light forward and then we need to continue to move after the light. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of persistence, so continuing to take steps forward. Again, you got to where you thought you wanted to be. It may or may not be what you thought it was, Libra, but continuing now forward. Okay, at this time I'm going to give the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the 8 of Diamonds. This is number 44 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2 is the 10 of Diamonds. This is number 8 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the 8 of Spades. This is number 32 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, no, yes there for you, Libra. We're also going to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of August. Your crystal this month is Lapis, which is good for truthfulness, presence, and really gives you a nice sense of dignity too. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. This is a note, we can all always use more healing. It says, when we share joy and happiness, we give 2 of the most powerful healing medicines in the world. Thank you so much, Libra, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Libra, and I hope you have a wonderful August.